to Josh and Nate Can't Skate. We are here in the heart of downtown Dallas, currently in the middle of a Neither Wire shoot. Check out their YouTube page here. Today we are going to be assembling a board that was recently purchased through RelianceSkateboards.com, and the board that I got is a board called Siren. Right?
Yes.
Right. All right. So here is the board. Grip tape. I'm going to use these gloves later. That is not part of the board. Here's the stuff. Woo! Is that all we're going to need to assemble this thing?
That is all we need.
This is all we need. So let's take this board out of its plastic.
Good place to dispose of trash.
Now we will take the trucks out of their plastic. The risers, we'll give you this plastic.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
My pocket is swelling.
A little bit of both. These are mini logo wheels.
There.
Oh, keep bulging your pocket.
Keep my pocket swelling.
All right, and we also have the mini logo bearings here for your money. Nate, if you will get this set up like we need it.
Okie dokie.
That is a skateboard tool.
This thing is a great tool. It comes with everything you need to assemble and maintain your board on the streets. For everything from wrenches to sockets.
There's some more plastic for you.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to all this plastic in my pocket.
I am unboxing the bearings now. Careful. So here, put that in your pocket.
Woohoo!
What is the first step that we should take in putting our board together?
Okay, so a lot of boards come from the plant with the holes for your trucks not all the way punched through. So we're going to want to make sure we punch those through first before we put on our grip tape.
And would we perhaps use that Allen wrench to do that?
This is actually too wide, so we will actually unbox our hardware.
We still haven't done that, have we?
No, we have not. So we're using independent Phillips head 1 1/4 inch hardware here. Take one of the screws here,
It's like a bolt.
and then just pop it right through.
Okay. This is the first assembly that I have ever done. Nate, is this your first assembly?
No, I've assembled a couple others.
Okay.
All right, so all of our holes have been popped through here.
Okay.
So now we're going to apply grip tape.
Oh, the fun. I hear that this is the most fun thing to do when assembling a board.
You'll see a lot of videos, gripping videos on YouTube of guys who are doing this without gloves on. I can tell you from personal experience, without gloves hurts a lot.
You basically
will rip your fingers to shreds. Okay, so we're gonna pull off the backing paper about like that. So what we want to do is put it down just at the tip here.
Okay.
So hold that, Josh.
So I'm holding that with my gloves. So should I start working it that way yet?
Not yet.
From what I understand, it's better to have two people doing this.
That, bud. Let me just see if we have this in a good. Okay, it looks like we've got a good straight line here.
Okay.
The great thing about grip tape is you can pull it back up if you need to. It's not going to rip the top of your board apart.
That's good to know.
So, all right, bud. So let's start tacking it down.
So should I just like kind of roll my hand? Or
Yeah,
just pat it down?
just like that.
Just like I'm doing here?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So it's working out pretty well so far.
It is.
And it's also probably better to do this on a rubberized surface so that your board does not slide around like on this plastic surface we have now. Okay.
All right. That was a great stick job.
Thank you. Felt really good.
Okay, so the next thing is to trim the excess around here. So here's a great tip that I learned, unfortunately, after I gripped my last board. So I did not use it on my last board, so my current grip tape looks kind of sketchy.
So which of these two razors would you use?
Either one will be fine, either style. We'll go with this one to start with here. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to make 4 cuts at the edges where the board just starts to go up.
Starts to curve there.
For the nose and the tail. So you want to just cut into the board, grip tape like this.
Okay.
board.
See that? What does this do, Nate?
It just makes it a heck of a lot easier.
So when you're cutting it, you don't have to go the entire direction around the board. Instead, you just do it in sections. It looks like maybe 4 sections. So you would do each of the curved sides and then the long edges as well.
So we'll start like this here.
Okay, so you're cutting toward you. That's how you cut yourself.
Yes. They say never to do this, but...
Not a good idea. Nate, that is amazing.
We've got the grip nicely cut around here. Now it's a little sharp around the edges, which can catch your fingers.
A little jagged.
So we're going to take one of these off of Josh here. We're going to use this like sandpaper.
Okay.
And just go around the edges here, kind of filing it down.
Now, pause that for a second, Nate.
Yes.
Now, what if you sand some of your paint off? Is that a problem?
It is, if only if you care that you sand your paint off.
And I don't care. So you're actually sanding some of the grip tape off, right?
Yep.
Now that looks much nicer. I'm going to watch Nate assemble my board. Looks pretty good, pretty good.
Okay, next up, trucks.
Trucks. These, in case you don't know, are trucks.
And these are the Crux trucks.
Crux trucks.
Featherlight.
Yeah.
We got a nice little hollow point here. They're a heck of a lot lighter than the typical truck. We're going to use these again here, our
bolts.
Our bolt here, to punch through because the grip tape covers up the holes so you can't see up here. Why did that happen?
I don't know how I like that. What if I get a fold in my bolt right there? Would I peel that off? Would that be a better thing to do?
Probably.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that. I'm just kind of trying to peel that off there. Maybe right here too.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now we have all of the bolts / screws through. Okay.
We need risers though.
We do need risers. Here's a riser for you, Nate.
Thank you.
Now, let's put them facing however they face. And it looks like, okay, which way would I go with these? Would I want the extra hole on the inside?
Yes, this way here.
And why is that?
So it doesn't interfere with your the bend of your tail or your nose.
Or lip tricks or things like that?
Exactly.
Okay, makes sense.
So we keep that in there like that, and then we bring our trucks.
And you want to be sure on both sides to put your kingpin toward the middle. Otherwise, it will not work.
That is correct.
Perfect. Okay, now I have a piece of this truck hanging over the edge. So what should I do about that? Should we perhaps move the risers the other direction?
I guess so.
Okay, so instead we're going to put the risers in the other direction.
Scratch everything we just said about the riser placement.
Now, are there different size risers?
You can get all kinds of different sizes. These are 1/8 inch here, so it's this is the smallest riser you can get. You can go up to as big as 1-inch risers.
Why would you do that?
Those are mainly for your really big wheeled boards, like long boards that have like 80-inch wheels on them. That'll protect from wheel bite.
Right.
The 1/4-inch riser is a great, nice little addition. It helps to cushion the blow when you come off of a ledge or something like that. It also protects the board from splitting. Got your bolts on.
Got my nuts on my bolts.
All right, so you're going to use
This end, and then we're going to use the Phillips side of the screwdriver on the other side to hold the bolt in place, correct?
yes.
Okay, and how tight do I tighten these, Nate?
Just go all the way.
Pretty tight, huh?
Yep.
So whenever we tighten these down, should we do these diagonally?
Yes.
And should I not tighten them all the way first? Kind of like tires or
It
wheels?
doesn't matter with these.
very tight. I'll tell you why. When you're trying to do tricks, you want the screw head to be all the way flush with the board. Otherwise, you're going to catch your shoes on them and ruin your trick. Probably crash. Okay, all this is done. So now, Nate is putting the other truck on. And like I said before, as you see, both kingpins are facing the center of the board. If you were to face the kingpins the same direction as you push your board, you're going to go in a Alright, so the next thing we want to do is install the bearings on the wheels. But the first thing we need to do before we do that is take just one, right?
Yes.
Of these nuts off of the trucks. And maybe also take this washer off as well. We have mini logo wheels and mini logo bearings. We think these should work really well together. So I'm just going to kind of pop this in a little bit here. But what I'm going to do in order to install this, am I correct, Nate?
Yes.
Pushing this down onto the truck itself. So, alright, that just slid in there nicely. And then, pretty nicely. Let me just make sure.
Actually, I'll show you a way we're going to tighten it up.
Okay, after I put the other one on?
Uh-huh.
Alright, so keep the rubber shield out on both sides?
That's correct.
Alright. This on the inside now. Okay, so, Nate.
Alright, so we'll take the washer, place it on top there, take our nut, and we're going to tighten it down with our tool, and we're going to actually over-tighten it to where the wheel does not move at all. And the reason we're going to do that is it will seal in the bearings so they don't come out.
What if you want to take your bearings out later?
They can be popped out with like a screwdriver.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so that is tight. That's not moving. That bearing should be in there good. So now I'm going to loosen it up.
And how loose do you want to loosen that back up, Nate?
Just where it has a little bit of movement up and down.
What would make that turn faster?
Question.
Like this one's moving really nicely before I tighten it down. And so you say over tighten this?
Uh-huh. It'll seal the bearings in so they don't go anywhere, and then just back it off.
Back it up.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so that wheel is not moving.
Okay.
That wheel is still not moving. Barely moving. There it is. Perfect. Alright, let's move it over to the other side. In the meantime, take all these. That's fine. So, here we are. The final version. The final assembled board. Got a little bit of work to do on it still. I'll probably still tighten these bolts up a little bit. But there is the final product. Siren Skateboards.